Hi everybody! So I am playing along with the Secret Not Secret Kit Club's telephone hop this round. You saw the layout that Hannah sent me. Her video would have gone up yesterday if you're interested in seeing her process as well. I'm going to be working with Cardabella's Family Night collection. I'm going to start by pulling out this border punch. So this is a Creative Memories border punch. They're still available. The cartridges are still available too, and they're super fun to play with. I've had mine since it was released initially, which was a number of years ago. So I'm going to take a bunch of the patterns from this collection, and I'm just going to go ahead and punch a bunch of borders. So I took the basic idea of Hannah's layout, and it had this nice background central piece, so I decided I would use the border punches for that. I'm using my Tim Holtz glass media mat to center all of these different border strips and kind of center them along the page. And then we're going to work with our photos. So just like in Hannah's layout, I am using 2 photos, one horizontal and one vertical. When Hannah sent her layout to me, my first thought was, oh yeah, we are doing one horizontal and one vertical, because quite often I get pictures that are like that, or stories I want to tell that include those photos, and it's sometimes quite hard to figure out how to get them on a page. So I decided my photos need mats. I'm going to use this lovely red paper to mat my photos. These photos are of my nephews and my 2 boys and my brother. This was back in December of 2019, and it was actually the last time I saw my brother and before all the crazy hit. And so we had dinner at my house, and then all the guys were playing games, and I went to take pictures, and they gave me jazz hands. So that gives you an idea of their mentality. So the top photo is my youngest son and younger nephew, and then the bottom photo is my brother and my oldest son and my older nephew. I'm going to go ahead and use some of the cut aparts from the 6x6 pad. The biggest difficulty for me with this collection is that it repeats a lot of the same phrases over and over again, which means you can get lots and lots of pages out of it. But I have this thing that I don't like repeating phrases. So you're going to see me as I go through all of these embellishments. I'm just making sure that I'm not repeating phrases. The title of our layout is going to be Jazz Hands. I'm going to use this black and white thickers from Vicky Bouton, which are chipboard and will need all stuck down. And now I'm going to go through the die cuts and this 12x12 sticker sheet, and I'm going to try to figure out what I want to use from it to create my clusters. So I'm going to keep my clusters, and I think my title too, right where Hannah kept hers in her layout. But of course, I'm going boys and video games and stuff like that, and her layout was awesome but very floral. So I'm not taking inspiration from that. I just kind of looked at her layout as though it was a sketch. I am so sorry if you hear background noises. The birds outside my scrapbook room window are very, very loud today and very squeaky. But it's lovely to hear them, I have to say. So I'm just going through the stickers and the die cuts, picking out things I wanted, and then I pulled in these amazingly cute epoxy flare from Scrappin Happy Studio. So these flare are all gamer flare, and those colors they worked perfectly with this collection. That bright red and the yellow and the blue. I was so excited. So I got to use quite a few of them on this layout, and they worked. I love it because it gives you that like gamer kind of video game vibe, whereas the collection is more like family and like board game type centric. And so by adding in those flares, I got, the idea that they're gaming, that they're playing games on their computers, and it worked really well. So I was super happy with that. So I'm going to go ahead here. I'm just looking for little areas that need some extra embellishment or a little extra something. And then I'm going to decide that I really want to add, I need a place for my title. Or not my title, my date. So I'm not super concerned about journaling on this particular layout because I have 3 or 4 layouts to do with about this night. And I felt like, you know, my journaling would be the kids were playing games. I'm like, eh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this cool label punch. And I'm going to punch a big label and a small label. And then I'm going to go ahead and kind of layer them up and staple them on. And that's where I'm going to put my title. Or not my title. I keep saying title when in fact I mean date. Please just love me and interpret. Thank you. All right. So, of course, this took forever because my stapler was out of staples. But eventually we got there, right? So this is going to complete this layout. Thank you so much for joining me today. How cool are those epoxy flares? They look so good. I will talk to you all again very soon. Bye.